The trainer plane for PowerUp 3.0. This is going to be very basic folding. We're going to fold the page in half both ways. I like to start with folding at the top to bottom root, so I'm going to do that first. Line up the corners. And the proper way to fold a piece of paper in half, there is a correct way. Line up the corners and then start in the center and sweep to the outside. You get less error when it's all added up if you do it that way. So let's unfold that. I'm going to spin it around and fold it in half this way. Again, I'm lining up the corners and nailing the center and sweeping to the outside. Now, I want you to notice that I'm opening it up, but I'm leaving it as a mountain this time. That's going to be the center of the plane. I'm just going to fold that so you can kind of see that other crease there. So the next couple of creases are going to run from this corner up to this corner, and from this corner to this corner. This is going to be the nose of the plane. So we're starting to narrow it, and we're going right across here. Nothing else is going to line up. It's an odd kind of a little fold. There we go, looks good. Now we're going to do the other side, from right there to right there. Nice sharp creases, always nice sharp creases. Now for a check on accuracy, you can see that if your layers are overlapping right there where the center crease is, you did a good job. So I'm going to rotate this so that the top of the plane is sticking up now, the nose of the plane is sticking up. I'm going to take this point and right here where the creases meet, we're going to go right straight down. I'm going to push in just a little bit here for the next couple of moves. No big deal, we're just going to fold this creased edge right down to the center crease. Now, as you do that, you're going to want to hang on to this flap here and make sure it doesn't move around. If you start to fold it over, you can see that flap, it wants to move on you, so you're going to have to hold it down and make the crease. And you want to be careful here about how you hold it down. You want to keep it all lined up, and that'll make nice flat layers. At the end of the day here, you want a nice flat wing. Make a nice sharp crease there. I'm going to unfold it and then fold the other direction. Again, you have to control that center point as you make the crease. This is true in most paper airplanes. If you take care to control the layers underneath as you go along, you have better results. Okay, now we're going to bring both of these down at the same time. Now we've got this little flap sticking down right here. I'll push in even a little bit further to show you that we're going to flip that guy up over these other layers. It's a bit like the Nakamura lock, like the plane design that comes with your PowerUp 3.0. And it's the same kind of mechanism. It's going to hold the plane in half when we fold the plane in half. So we're just going to do that. We're going to follow that crease that we made right down the center of the plane. And I like the Nakamura lock. It is a great paper airplane, but this plane is much easier to learn how to control the PowerUp 3.0. You can graduate to the Nakamura lock. That's a little more aerobatic. You can do tricks with that one when you get good. Now the fuselage is going to be about twice as tall as this little tab here. So if you can picture that little triangle about twice as tall, we're just going to fold right down the body of the plane here, make a nice strong fuselage crease. Actually, this is a wing crease, not a fuselage crease. There we go. You flip it over, do the same thing to the other side. Take care to line up the wing crease at the nose. That's important. Now this plane was adapted from the buzzard in my first book, The Gliding Flight. And what I did is add that little locking fold, and I'm also adding winglets. And they weren't really required for the buzzard, but they are for this plane. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. So this gives you lots of great wing area. You can add some up elevator back here, get your winglets raised up. Now, winglets will add some structural integrity down the length of the wing. They also add a feature that's called effective dihedral angle. Now, dihedral angle, that's positive dihedral angle with the wings swept upward like that as they leave the body of the plane. This adds more effective dihedral while keeping the wings flatter and giving you more flight surface. So that just means when the plane rocks to one side, you get a little added moment of angle of attack on that side. It'll help rock the plane back to neutral. That's what dihedral angle does, and this will help stiffen the wing as you're learning how to fly and make the plane more stable. So there you go, a great trainer plane for PowerUp 3.0, the best powered paper airplane contraption out there on the market. And after you have a little fun flying this plane, I hope you come by my Kickstarter campaign for the National Paper Airplane Contest. Thanks, Shai, for helping me out here. Really appreciate it.